Hey, good stuff, family. Thanks for joining us on a Sunday afternoon. I knew when I heard about these guests that I'm about to bring on that I didn't want to wait another day until Monday. I don't know if you've heard of her yet, but we are super proud of her. This is a 17-year-old here from Medina. She goes actually to Highland High School. Hannah Tramonte is her name. If you haven't heard it, you heard it here now because to say this girl is talented at 17 years old, understatement of the year. Our friend Kelly Patton Wolf on Facebook, if you want to follow it, she texted me just yesterday and said, you got to hear this. You got to hear it. This girl is so talented. And lo and behold, now she and her mom and I go back like a whole day. I just met her dad. And it turns out they're a phenomenal family as well. So exactly what we say about the good stuff people, that they uplift, encourage, and inspire. And they come from a place of real, raw, genuine, and authentic. That, my friends, is Hannah Tramonte and her parents. And I'm going to bring them on now. And hopefully we'll be able to hear her song too during this. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hi. Hello.
Thank you for giving up part of your Sunday.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, and I feel like it won't be too long before I'm gonna have to get in line because even your parents, you guys are so humble, right? For the good stuff family, we say patience, humility, gratitude, repeat. Those are the 4 things we stand on. And I want to make sure that people know that I know you guys to be so humble, so honest, and saying, you know what, this is all new to us, but you are already making so many waves with this song, Hannah. So tell us a little bit. The song is called Fighter. It spoke to me. Tell me, what was it, before we listen to it, what was it that inspired you when you wrote it? By the way, just released on Wednesday. What was it that inspired you?
So I've been writing songs seriously for about 1 or 2 years. And so the song is actually about a year and a half old. And so when I was writing this, I was in like a transitional phase going from middle school to high school. And I was really struggling to figure out where I fit in, where I belonged. And, I played a lot of sports, especially in middle school and elementary school. And it's just because that's what all my friends did. That's just what everyone did. So, it's what I did too. And it wasn't until I started high school that I realized, okay, now it's time to focus on what I want to do. And I really started getting into music. And so I used it as like my diary. I used it as a way to share my thoughts and feelings. Like I don't have a diary. I don't, write down stuff like that. I write it through song form. So when I was transitioning from middle school to high school and, figuring out where I belonged, I was dealing with like a lot of anxiety and a lot of self-doubt. And so the beginning of the song and the second verse are like the feelings that I was feeling. And, as the song goes on, those are the words that I like needed to hear and that I wanted to hear. And I figured, getting into music, I can make myself very vulnerable, sharing all my thoughts and all like just the stuff from my brain into the world. But it's had a very, very positive outcome. And I'm really glad I shared my story with everyone because it's helped uplift others.
Right. Mom and Dad, how proud are you right now?
So proud. Definitely overwhelmed and kind of taken aback by the positive outlook this has had for other people and the people that have reached out to us, that this has touched in so many ways, that words just from Hannah, that how it could mean so much to somebody else.
Right. I feel like we should listen to it before we go much further, but I loved when you wrote on Facebook when it was released, you said you want it to mean something, to represent you, be impactful to others, and so people would understand what you fight for. And you mentioned the word, it was from your own place of vulnerability. You know what? If we just keep taking the next best step, you inspired me yesterday when I heard that song. Tears. So let's just, without any further ado, what does that mean anyway? Somebody look that up by the time we come back. Ado. No further ado. Let me go ahead and play it for y'all, because I was just, like I said, I was moved. I was literally moved to tears. So here you go. Hannah Tramonte and Fighter.
may break my bones, but words have hurt me too. I tell myself I'm not enough, convinced it must be true. These negative thoughts inside my head come again and again. I've been lost so many times, I don't know where to begin. But hold on, keep your head up, don't stop fighting even when things get rough. You can be strong, gotta stay strong. You're a fighter, keep your head held high, don't stop shooting till you've reached the sky. You're a fighter, you were born to be strong, just stand proud and sing your own song. You're a fighter, it's your time, know you've still got mountains to climb. The sun is shining out my window, but still my soul is dim. I've gotta face another day instead. I stay lying in bed, scrolling through memories on my phone, just trying to pass some time. Smiling faces from the past, the past that once was mine. But hold on, keep your head up, don't stop fighting even when things get rough. You're a fighter, keep your head held high, don't stop shooting till you've reached the sky. You're a fighter, you were born to be strong, just stand proud and sing your own song. You're a fighter, it's your time, know you've still got mountains to climb. But cause you're a fighter for the God above, He is surrounded by hearts of love. So hold on, keep your head up, don't stop fighting even when things get rough. Fighter, keep your head held high, don't stop shooting till you've reached the sky. You're a fighter, you were born to be strong, just stand proud and sing your own song. You're a fighter, it's your time, I know you've still got mountains to climb. You're a fighter, keep your head held high, don't stop shooting till you've reached the sky.
Okay. Tell me you guys could hear that audio. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank goodness. Because usually it takes over and fills the whole screen. So I felt like the Wizard of Oz up here, but good. So that song, again, I played it all day today on my feed with the Bluetooth. Tell me, Hannah, then now that we've heard it, I have the list of the lyrics here. Like, what part of that song resonates most with you, with the lyrics that you wrote?
I feel like the first verse especially paints a very vivid picture of what I was kind of going through at the time. And I feel like that really resonates with me in the sense that, you know, like that's what I was dealing with. That's what inspired it. But once you get to like the chorus and especially the bridge, like those are the words that I needed to hear. And then I realized others need to hear those words. I'm not the only person who deals with stuff like this. People deal with this kind of stuff every single day. And so the process of like, you know, getting ready to share it, I just felt more and more important every time I listened to those words.
And okay, so the first verse, like you said, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words have hurt me too. the play on words there. I tell myself I'm not enough, convinced it must be true. These negative thoughts inside my head come again and again. I've been lost so many times, I don't know where to begin. So you're 17 years young. Those words spoke to me like right here in my own life. And lo and behold, tell me about some of the people who have been writing in who are so moved. To get you, Mama, I know you were telling us earlier that some of these people who already have been moved, what are their stories?
Go ahead.
There's been a lot of people who have reached out, like cancer patients, or this one lady reached out and her son had been battling a brain injury from a car accident. And there's been a lot of people who have dealt with mental illness reaching out, and just people who have shared like the same story as me, or all sorts of different like things that have all been connected because of this and that have all been related because of this. There's just so many unique stories. Right. And it's just so insane to feel like my words helped. Like something I said mattered enough to help someone else.
It's kind of crazy. When she first wrote it, I thought it would just be something that could translate to kids her age going through it. And then when people started posting that, you know, they were battling breast cancer, any type of cancer, and to know that they have to keep fighting and that they have mountains to climb and, you know, their life is worth living, it started to really touch home that this can be related to so many people's struggles.
It's universal. It's absolutely universal, especially I would say in this day and age when we talk so much about bullying and all the stories I've done of cancer warriors. And when I heard the song, 30 seconds later, I turned around and texted to two friends of mine who are in the thick of cancer battles themselves. And every day I try to send something that inspires them. There it is, Fighter. It was right there. So I had just heard it and I passed it on times two. So it's going to be exponential. And it already has proven to be. And we say to see the good and be the good. Hannah, that's what you're doing. And it came from a place of vulnerability. That's what we want to tell everyone, right? I love it. So it's not like it is your first song that you wrote, but you have this extensive resume for a 17-year-old. I mean, this is ridiculous when I was looking through all of this. You've been in all these plays. You've got one more coming up, Les Mis, the end of this week, correct? Next weekend, right? Friday and Saturday at your high school, Highland High School. No one go on to get tickets until I've gotten my own, but there are some available, we've been told.
It's really good.
It's so good. Everyone is so talented.
Right. Tell me more, because your mom said there are a lot of male singers, performers who are just blowing people away as well with their talent.
Yeah, our lead, he's a sophomore and he's absolutely insane. He is one of my really good friends and he's amazing. My best friend are Fontaine, Madame Thenardier, and Eponine. We're all best friends, and it's so fun to just all be on stage together because all of our characters do kind of hate each other, so it's kind of funny just to, you know, be acting together. And then I'm really good friends with like our Javert and our Marius and everyone. So it's a really close cast, and it's really fun to just all being able to do this together, especially after not having a normal show last year and not really having a big production since my freshman year.
Yeah. Well, and so not Les Mis is just the latest. I see Matilda, West Side Story, Broadway Cabaret, The Wind in the Willows, Godspell, Shrek Jr., Annie Kids, Shiny. I mean, we could go on up. She's 17, y'all. I didn't even get halfway through the list. I'm just saying, like, if you need some inspiration, here it is. Just take the next best step. Take the next best step. And I say, what I learned from you is your story matters. Our stories, everyone has a story, and it matters. It matters. It really matters. And so I see also under honors and awards, I see British accent. You have a proficient British accent. I said it worked out well for Matilda.
We did a production of Matilda my freshman year, and I played Matilda, and so it was British, and so I did a British accent the entire show, And then
How'd you get that British accent?
we have some friends actually that we met in Florida like 10 years ago, and they're from England, and you know, they've shared my song with their friends too, actually, and we still talk every day. So that kind of helped. And then I did Les Mis at New West Theater in Cleveland.
Whatever you're going to say for the rest of the sentence, can you do it in a British accent?
Yeah, I can do it in a British accent. It's not very good right now.
You're talking about New West?
Yeah, I did a New West Theater in Cleveland. I did Les Mis and I was Cosette. And so we did that British. And
Oh my God.
I love it. You know what? I love you. I love the example that you're setting. It makes my heart smile. And here's the thing, in a day and age where there's so much nastiness and headlines, here we have right in our own backyard. Again, if you're just joining us, she's from Medina, Highland High School. Hannah Tramonte, remember the name, her awesome mama, Stacy, her proud dad, Joe. I just want to thank you. I want to thank you so much. I want to thank you both for making her this bright light in this world. And Hannah, just thank you for setting the example in showing all ages that truly, even our stories, as vulnerable as they are, and as much as we struggle, they can end up uplifting, encouraging, and inspiring someone else. So I'm taking a page from your book today, girl, for sure. Thank you. Is there anything else that you want to add at all? Anything else at all?
Is there anything you want to add?
Her sister's in Les Mis too with her.
Yeah.
Yeah. My sisters both actually sing. And so hopefully the next song I release, I'll have at least one of them on it.
Right? Because there are more songs. Your mom's already booked some recording time to do the other ones. You had to pick from several. Thank goodness you chose Spider. I can't imagine the other ones are going to be probably just as good. I'm sure it was hard to pick, but
I'm scared to follow it. This has had a lot better of a response than I thought. I'm like, oh no.
You raised the bar high.
It's only been out 7 days.
Not even.
I mean,
Not
just,
even.
Just how much, you know, support and comments we've already gotten, you know, so early. It's just been released. So.
Yeah. And Dad, honestly, Joe, the things that you try to teach your kids and stuff, a lot of this is just Hannah, just the fact that she is at 17 years old, coming into her own, taking how you raised her. But you have to be, I can't even imagine seeing what she's done on her own, what that means to you as a dad, a proud dad.
Oh yeah, very, very proud. I mean, I've coached her for years in softball, and then you know that didn't pan out well. So she transitioned over to music, and now she's got Stacy really in her corner coaching her through the music part, where I was in the sports.
Okay, but I am not musical at all. I'm just very good at helping her get to singing lessons with her singing teacher. Or
chauffeur.
Yeah, I'm a
she's her
chauffeur.
Uber.
Yeah. When he used to coach me in softball, him and my friend's dad would always laugh because I would just be sitting out in left field and I'd be singing.
And I'd be like, don't let the ball get hit to her. And then it would.
They'll just miraculously catch it somehow while I'm just la da da da. And now I'm like, we call her a momager sometimes.
I don't know how I got to this point.
You're her greatest advocate.
We have our own non-musical terms for our musical things. Like she'll call my vibrato like my shaky voice, and she'll have like different movements behind the camera when we're filming for competitions.
I love it. She's your biggest advocate. Your mom and dad, they have to be your biggest advocates. I'm not surprised. I feel like, do you have a date yet that we can tell anyone to look for the next song, or no?
No date yet, but
okay.
I would definitely want to say thank you to Alan Licht and Chris Ebert and for helping me bring the song to life and for helping me, you know, produce it and get the track done. And I would also like to thank my wonderful vocal coach, Denise Howell, because she is my favorite lady in the entire world. And she has helped me so much. Wow. She is the most amazing ever.
She has to be so proud. And you know what? We have a ton of comments here too. Wait, what's her name? Denise Montana?
Denise Howell.
Oh, how? There's a Denise saying, we're also proud of you. Without.
Oh, that's my aunt Denise.
Beautiful. People are saying, I mean, there's a ton of comments. You'll have to look at them when we post it. Yes, and they were confirming they could hear it. Beautiful family. Oh, and there's Denise Howell. There she is saying 2 words. Love you. She loves you too. Wow, that's a huge compliment. Yeah, because sometimes family ends up being people, we say friends who we choose, we say friends by chance, family by choice. And probably that's how you feel about Denise and Denise feels about you. And it's just
we're very lucky to have a big support system around with friends and family. Our family is beyond supportive. And then the people that we've brought in, helping Hannah throughout since you were like 8 or 9 years old to where she is now, everyone's only had her best interest at heart.
Yeah. And sky's the limit, my friend, because look at 17 years old. I say you've only scratched the surface. And please, again, if you're just joining us, it happened because you were vulnerable and owning a place where you were. That I think sometimes when we're broken and put back together, we end up much better than before, right? I really do. I believe that. And I know you go to church at Guardian Angel in Copley, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you want to say quickly before we wrap up? Because I want to be respectful of everyone's time. I try to keep them less than a half hour, 20 minutes to a half hour. But do you want to say, Mom and Dad, Hannah, how much of a role did faith play in this? Because I love this line where you talk about God knows, He knows. What was that line, Hannah? Do you remember right off the top of my head? I'm trying to find the words
You're
here.
a fighter for the God above, here surrounded by hearts of love. So that line really meant like God was always what I turned to. I would always pray, and I always found like the here surrounded by hearts of love. My family has always been very involved in the church, and so have a lot of my friends. And so that I really wanted to add in because I wanted to say, like, you're not fighting alone. Like, God is fighting for you. Your family is fighting for you. Friends are fighting for you. I'm fighting for you. We are all here for you. And that's kind of why I wanted to include that one.
And that's a great place to end it. It's true that the Good Stuff family says, together we can, together we will. That's essentially what you were just saying. Like, you're the real deal good stuff. And I thank God for you. I thank God for the family. And I feel like we're going to be friends. And I'm just so happy that you took the time for us today. So happy that you've inspired me in the way you have. And I can't wait to see in all the exponential ways you continue to inspire. So thank you. Thank you so much. And God bless.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having us.
Oh my gosh, my pleasure. We'll come back. Let's come back. Like, we'll keep checking in with you. Okay. And hopefully I'll see you this weekend if all the tickets aren't scooped up.
I know. It's so good. It's selling out fast.
It is selling out pretty bad.
All right. One more shout out. It's Highland High School, Les Mis, next Friday and Saturday. That's it. If you don't see them, that you already have done a couple productions, that's it. So it's really a great group of talented kids, and that's where you
directors.
Great directors.
And that's where you can see Hannah.
Miss Malone. They're wonderful.
Awesome. That's where you'll be able to see Hannah before she needs an official agent, which will be soon. Mom and Jerry.
I'm gonna get fired.
Right. I told you guys earlier, like, soon I'm gonna be like on Christmas Story when he's like, or no, it was on Elf when, remember, Will Ferrell's like, Santa, I know him. I'm gonna be like, Hannah, I know her. Yeah. All right, my friends, I love you. Thank you so much for giving us part of your Sunday, and God bless.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, bye guys.